Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm going to guide you through a very gentle 10-minute yoga flow to help slow the breath down. So in this class, we're going to really focus on slow movements with slow breath. You shouldn't need anything other than a yoga mat, but if you know that you might like to use yoga blocks for this practice, grab them before we start and let's get going. So we're going to start this class today standing. You'll need to come to the top of your yoga mat. We're going to ground into the soles of the feet. So when I say ground into the soles of the feet, what I'm talking about is trying to get as much connection with your foot and the mat as possible. And I know that might sound silly, but we need to have as much of the foot on the floor to feel stable. So sometimes to help with this, we might just take a little rock into the balls of the feet or onto the toes and backwards. And then we get a general idea, maybe lifting and lowering the toes, that as much of the foot is on the mat as possible. You're going to give your shoulders a nice big roll and turn your palms to face forward. So you stay where you are. I'm going to turn around so that you can see what I mean here. But in a Tadasana, a mountain pose, rather than us being sort of in this bad posture, we want to really open up the space across the chest and the shoulders, and that's going to help us breathe better. And when we're focusing on the breath and slowing the breath down, we need a little bit of space to do that. So working into the breath here, we're going to slowly inhale through the nose and gently exhale through the mouth. And for this whole class, we're going to work with a really slow 3 count with the breath. So 3 count with the inhale, 3 count with the exhale. This is going to allow us to focus on slowing down both the breath and our movement. So at the minute we're just standing still, we're breathing in and we're slowly exhaling. Breathing in 1, 2, 3 and exhaling 3, 2, 1. So let's take a couple more rounds of this. You might keep your eyes closed here, or you can just blink them open if you need to see what's happening. The hips are going to remain facing forward, and we're going to take this gentle twist over to the left. 1, 2, 3 as we breathe in, and as we exhale, 3, 2, 1, we're going to come back to center. Inhale, sweep it the other way. Exhale, bring it back. Breathing in. Letting go. One more. Make sure you're only moving the upper body. We're just getting this nice little twist in the spine. And exhaling to bring it back. Placing one hand just gently over your heart. So I'm starting with the right hand here. We're going to breathe in and open up the left arm. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. We switch sides. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Pop one hand on top of the other. Give the shoulders a little roll and take some nice deep breaths. So our breath is like a little massage for our nervous system. Slowing the breath down is super beneficial, especially if we're feeling anxious or stressed. So whenever you're doing this, whether it's just at the end of the day or it's really for purpose, the benefits are always there. All right, let's just release the arms. We're going to bring ourselves into a chair pose here. So this is going to be the strongest part of this practice altogether, and we're going to do it slowly. Ground into the feet, your toes are facing forward here, and we need a little gap between the feet. We're going to start to bend the knees, and as we do, we sort of send the bum back. Arms are going to come out in front, and then we're going to lift the arms. So this is our inhale. 1, 2, 3, and the exhale, we stand back up. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. So just give me 2 more of these. Make a little mental note of how your knees are feeling here. Your knees want to be tracking your toes. Let go. All right, last one. Breathing in. So you're kind of tucking your tailbone under here. The arms are lifting as high as you can get them. We've got length in the spine. And then we exhale, we bring it back. Let's give those shoulders one more nice little roll. And then start to bend the knees, hinge from the hips, and roll the body down. So the chest is coming towards the thighs. The head is going to hang heavy, and the arms will just dangle here. If you want to take hold of the opposite elbows, you can, but we're almost like a rag doll at this point. So we are not holding on to any tension. And then we're going to add this breath. So as we breathe in, slide your hands onto your shins as you straighten your legs. So it's a 1, 2, 3, and a 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Okay, plant the palms. We're very gently going to step our feet back. So we're in a plank position. We're not staying here. Drop the knees down to the mat and untuck the toes. Shoulders over the wrists. We're going to take a modified chaturanga. If you want to take a full one, you can. You're going to lower it down. Find a little back bend. And then exhale and push back into a tabletop spot. Okay, shoulders are still over the wrists. We're in this nice neutral spine. The 3 count continues as we work through some cat-cow. So as we breathe in, we lift the gaze. 1, 2, 3. And as we exhale, 3, 2, 1, we round the spine. So we breathe in. And we exhale. One more. And release. Bring it back to the center. We're going to add a slightly different movement here. So you get the idea with the breath. Stick with that count. Planting into the left palm. We're going to breathe in. 1, 2, 3, we open up the right arm. And as we exhale, 3, 2, 1, the palm finds the mat. Switch sides, breathe in, left arm lifts. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Just give me one more either side. Breath in and lift. Exhale, release. Last one, big breath in. And exhale to let go. Well done. Plant the palms, tuck the toes. We're going to send the hips up, the heels down. Strengthen the upper body. Head finds that little spot between the arms. Take a couple of rounds of breath here in your downward dog. Maybe even just floating the hips from left to right. And then we are gently going to transfer the body into a child's pose. So the weight starts to shift forward as the knees drop down to the mat. We're going to take the knees wide, big toes touch. Bum floats back towards the heels. Arms walk out in front, and our body rests in this nice space we've created. Resting the forehead. Softening the shoulders. And finding that breath again. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, and exhaling. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Take another round of this breath. Start to slowly walk your hands back towards you. So you're going to sit yourself up. In this practice, our breath is equally as important as any movement that we're taking. So even if you're just breathing, that is okay with me. We're going to take the legs out from underneath us and finish with this nice big stretch. So we want to make our body into a bit of an L shape here. You're going to pull the toes towards the shins. Sticking with the breath, we breathe in, lift the arms. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, forward fold. 3, 2, 1. Find that spot that works for you. Might be the toes, might be the shins, might be the thighs. Relax the upper body, let the head go. Know that this 10 minutes that you've taken for yourself today was important, that you needed it, and that it will have helped you. And start to slowly walk your hands back up towards you. Thank you for sharing this 10-minute practice with me.